Condition Mechanist is currently the easiest DPS build you can play in GW2 PvE. It is extremely strong for the ease of use and is also very fun, especially as it uses the new Engineer Spear. In this guide I will tell you everything you need to know to play this build to its fullest. I'm Summer and let's jump right in. Let's start with the gear. The Engineer Spear is a condition weapon. Therefore, as a DPS build you will want to run full Viper's gear. It's really easy, almost as easy as the build itself. So you will want armor, weapon and trinkets, everything as Viper. As your rune, you want to run the Rune of Trapper, just for even more condition damage. As relic, you want to run the Relic of Diffractor, just some passive on this you apply with your weapons anyway. Of course you will want to run the Spear, and as sigils you want to run Earth and Geomancy Sigil. Geomancy Sigil normally procs when weapon swapping. As an engineer you can't weapon swap in combat, but you have a kit and this counts as weapon swapping. That's it for the gear, really straightforward. If you have, let's say, higher budget, you can run malign infusions, so the condition damage infusions for even more condition damage. And for food, you want to run cilantro and cured meat flatbreads, just for even more damage output and some resustain. And for utility enhancements, you will want to run either tuning crystals, tuning icicles, or the equivalent of the master tuning crystals. So both of them give you condition damage equal to precision and expertise. Now to the traits. So you want to run explosive, fire, arms and mechanist. The explosive trait line just increases your damage by applying more vulnerability, of course, but also straight up damage buffing with passive rockets and passive damage increases. And that's the important one. So your explosions, and almost all your skills are explosions, have a chance to apply bleeding and cripple, so more damage from them. In firearms you get some passive bleeding on critical hits, some more crit chance, and your bleeding has more duration. And you get more condition damage, even though you don't run a pistol, the trait is good because you get the condition damage anyway. Then some expertise and some more condition damage, really good. And some more burning application from critical hits, and of course you crit a lot because you run Viper. In Mechanist you run all the condition damage, let's say scaling enhancement for your mech. And this one is the best trait you have in the Mechanist trait line, because it will give not only a nice, let's say, skill to your mech, but will also give the signets and, let's say, the passive permanently, even though if you can use them. And you run 4 signets, so it has a huge value, and of course it also increases the passive bonuses, so it's really, really strong, really overloaded. So all of your traits are simply DPS increases. You probably don't even need to know what they are doing, because you just deal damage and your traits improve the damage. So now to the important skills. You don't really have some cooldowns you have to care about in this rotation, because you see all your cooldown except from the grenade kit, and therefore you can always see what's going on and don't have to remember a real rotation. The only rotation you have to remember is your opener, and after that you just press the buttons of cooldown. So all your Mechanist F skills have to be cast off cooldown, because they are really strong. And your superconducting signet is also passively increasing condition damage, but you can activate it because you still get the passive, which will, and the active will grant around your mech some really strong condition damage as well. And then you have your active of the overclock signet, will just deal heavy damage. Be aware that if you use this as a damage skill, you will lose out of the ability to revive your mech if it died. So in the rare case when you have some one-shot attack or whatever and your mech dies, You should keep this and not use it for damage, but use it to get your mech back, because your mech is quite a lot of damage that you need. So then you have your healing signet. Use it when you need a heal, of course. It makes sense, nothing special. The passive, as all signets, will stay. And then you have the really overloaded shift signet. 19-second cooldown without alacrity. Passively increases your movement speed, and all boons you get will also will be given to your mech. Really strong. And the active is also really crazy. So it's a stun break and removes 2 conditions. And you teleport. So you teleport to up to 900 range. Oh, no, never mind. 1200 range. So it's really strong. And it's so easy to use it to reposition in a fight, especially as your mech also will teleport to you, because your mech is an AI and therefore can do some weird stuff sometimes. And if you need to reposition, use this quite frequently in conjunction with your return to me skill, or of course the attack my target skill. So that's it for the mech. Now to yourself. Like I said, you should spam these skills of the mech, and from your skills it's really easy actually. So your spear auto attack is really strong. Try to finish the chain if you started it. Then your 2 skill is just a slight dash and some damage. And the 3 skill is some, let's say, ring around you that deals damage, and it will also grant some flip over skill after some time, which you can then use to do even more damage. 4 skill you should not use in a rotation. You should only use it if you need CC, because CC is actually quite lacking on this build. So be aware that if you need CC, you should definitely use this one, otherwise you don't have that much. And then your 5 skill is of course in your rotation, because it deals heavy damage, and it's a blast finisher, and it's just some jump in the direction. In your grenade kit, you only want to use your 2 skill, because that's the best damage you have in this, and your freeze grenade and the poison grenade. And that's it. They're just all the damage, and you should always try to use freeze grenade and poison grenade together. Now to the opener. Start by casting your spear lightning rod skill, and directly follow up using conduit search. And you swap to your grenade kit and cast your 2 skill, follow up by poison grenade and freeze grenade, and swap out of grenade kit. After that you use your superconducting signet, and you use the devastator, and follow up with electric artillery and conduit search again. And you swap back into grenade kit and use your 2 skill. That's the opener. There is no real rotation after that. You only always want to cast lightning rod into conduit search, and always use them off cooldown. You have to fill the gaps with auto attacks. And every time you use the combo of lightning rod conduit search, you then swap into the grenade kit to use your shrapnel grenade. Whenever freeze grenade and poison grenade are off cooldown after using your shrapnel grenade, you will also cast them. If not, you swap instantly out of the grenade kit. Use your mech skills off cooldown, use devastator and superconducting signet off cooldown, but only do so if nothing else will be delayed because of that. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like. If you want to see more guides like this, don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.